Well, thank you so much. We are still, of course, in conversation right now with Professor Malekgapuru, who is the former Vice-Chancellor and the Principal of the University of KwaZulu-Natal, to, of course, reflect on the achievement and the life of Professor Mahlo Mokgalong at the University of Limpopo. Prof, thank you so much for joining us and welcome to Inside UN News. Kindly tell us, where did your relationship with Professor Mokgalong begin?
Well, our relationship started in 1958. I think Mahlo was 5 and I was 6 years old at Skunot. And our families were very close. He lived with his Mamogolo at Skunot, and she was our Sunday school teacher. So we attended Sunday school together from the age of 5, and we went through primary school together at Skunot Primary School. I left, I think, when we were in standard 5 to go to my father's school at Makhani. But when we were in standard 6, our parents decided that they must find a high school for us or secondary school. They chose Whitty as the school, and we came together. We were in the same van that took us from Skunot to Whitty High School in the 3rd week of January 1967. We were just youngsters, arrived at Whitty on a rainy day and underwent the initiation that students at that time went through for 6 months. And we were together since then. We have been friends for 68 years. So I know Mahlo longer than his wife and longer than any of his siblings except his elder sister. And we've been close friends throughout our years, despite the fact that we've been in different parts of the world. But we kept on communicating.
Well, you are stating that you've known each other from a tender age of 5, and you both eventually became a vice-chancellors and principal of different universities. How was it like being a leader of such an institution? Of course, noting that he was also a vice-chancellor and a principal of the University of Limpopo, and you in the UKZN. What are some of the challenges that you came through?
Let me tell you, the first thing that I would remember is that my father and his father were school principals. So the idea of being a principal didn't come as a surprise, although we never discussed it and we never planned it. I think because we came from families that were rooted in education, it was going to be natural for us to pursue education and see it as not only as a career, but it was a family culture, that teaching, developing the next generation of students was more important as a primary mission of an adult in society. And as I say, we never discussed that. For some reason or another, we ended up in different ways being principals of universities.
Well, that's so interesting, and thank you so much. We do appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well,
the opportunity.
All right, thank you so much. Well, that was Professor Malekgapuru, who is the former Vice-Chancellor and the Principal of the University of KwaZulu-Natal, basically giving his reflection on the life of Professor Mahlo Mokgalong, whom he's stating that he's known him for over 60 years. They've known each other from a tender age of 5, and of course, we are still continuing to celebrate this man tonight, and we are still continuing to give you some of the rolling coverage here in Polokwane. My name is Tshepo Mojaki, reporting for Inside UN News.